Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the last round of the National Tour, fifth and final event. We've got the final 9 holes of the Music City Open. Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri. Let's get into this action, man. We've got a good one brewing up here.
Ricky Wysocki not doing it.
He's not holding on to his lead. He is the lead holder on tour.
Chris Dickerson not really doing it. Adam Hammis is doing it. 7 under par on the front 9, but that's not scaring Mason Ford at all. 6 under on that front 9. Back 9 is where tournaments are won, though. So let's see what these guys have got. Hole 10, par 3, 243. This is a specific shot. You're going to want to throw left to right, sidearm that gets to the right side at all costs. I mean, you can play it perfect down the middle and park it all you want, but the miss is right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Park it. Who cares about that?
We're talking about the lead card. They're probably going to do that.
Oh, that was an ace run. And a little bounce back, and that'll work right there. Chris Dickerson, he's going to check up nicely, and that's, I wouldn't call that a miss at all, but like you said, you want to be on the right side, and that's exactly what Chris has done. Adam, that's just perfect. Whoa, a little fast on the green, but still, you can't give Adam a tricky enough 12-foot putt that he's not going to make it every time. Oh, we haven't seen that one yet.
Go in.
Oh, right next to the pin. Ricky liked it, and what's not to like? He's going to have to get hot here on this back 9 to give this a run.
He's got a couple tickle branches.
Mason.
Doesn't matter.
Still as cool as the other side of the pillow, man. This guy is poised, and I don't know. Maybe, we really start to see the nerves when a first-time potential champion gets those last 4 or 5 holes, and we've seen so many people who almost did it, and that's when they break down. So we can't quite say we're not at that threshold yet. So not surprised to see that he's still locked in. Chris Dickerson, and the rest of this card here is proven. So this is going to be, just business as usual for this card, as we have got a star frame here on 10. Hole 11, par 4, 559 feet. What's the first objective off the tee here, Paul?
Well, if you go down the middle, let's get to the left side of that middle tree, skip to the right, and then you'll have an easy sidearm hyzer. Not a lot of people are going to take this straight shot, but some people go over the top. I've seen it, the anhyzer play, and that's what Mason's about to do. If you do this correctly, you can have a chip shot into the green, but it's very dangerous as well.
Yeah, it seems like you're risking. The rough is so difficult out here that throwing a shot like that, if it doesn't work out well, what was the point? And that ended up making its way well off to the right side.
I do like the play down the middle because you're guaranteed, if you just miss one tree, you're guaranteed the shot into the green. This anhyzer play can get super dicey. You can go too far, too early, and even if you throw it good, there's a big patch in the middle you might just have to pitch out of.
That's what I think would be the scariest for most people. Oh my gosh, this is an absolute crush.
And that's too far. And that's the problem.
Too far?
Yeah, that's pin high. But if you go too far, you don't have anything as well.
So is this really 559 feet?
The way they want you to play it, yes. The over-the-top shot, it is downhill once you get over there.
So as the crow flies, it might be closer to 450?
Yeah, probably around that distance.
Chris is going forehand anhyzer.
And see, if you play down that middle, then you have that little kind of spike hyzery shot into the green. And I don't know where that went, but if you're left at all, it's not easy. And Ricky even went too far. And that's why I don't really like that over-the-top play, because you're left with a bunch of this.
Ooh.
And then you're left with a bunch of that. And we know what's in there. Poison.
Poisonous alligators.
Poisonous snakes.
Oh, the venomous snakes.
The ones known as killbacks.
Killbags?
Killbacks.
I'll just leave that one alone.
When you're kind of a nature guy like me, you might know what I'm talking about. But
And yeah, I mean, you found a stick from the Cretaceous period earlier this week. That was impressive.
no, they're just snakes that are venomous as well as poisonous.
So the people that eat them die. Got it. I have never had snake, and see if I didn't know where to
See if this guy can.
snake one in. No, that one slithers out. Mason,
And it looks like a slow, uneventful hole here on 11. Bunch of over-the-top shots that just didn't land in the luck spot.
they didn't pan out. You're shaking your head no, like stop it. Or like, yeah, they didn't pan out.
No, they definitely didn't.
And we got a par frame, folks. No sound for that, just a bunch of silence. Hole 12, par 3, 360 feet. And this is a hole that just keeps getting aced. It was aced in round 3, I believe, by a man named Blake Thomas. And it was aced again today.
By Blake Thomas.
It was not.
Dang, that'd been cool.
360 feet. Got to make this straight gap here. And Mason has thrown an absolute beaut. He's got,
Coyote.
once again, he is loving that coyote. Park City, Utah there for Mason.
Actually, Arizona Coyotes, but this is going too far, I believe.
Look at that parachute.
Wow, what a shot. Great speed control,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
It looked like it had the speed to go way past, but
Yeah, that
great touch.
That had the zippity doo on it and then just completely pulled the string out.
Well, it's tough to do that
Ooh.
because it's a low ceiling, so you're driving it through there. So in order to have like that kind of soft approach,
Got the nose up.
yeah, nose up, which
Yeah.
is
It's tough to do through that low ceiling.
thing of the past, really.
Ricky Koling going in. If it doesn't go in, there's the zippity doo dah that gets the real zip, and that's. Yeah, they like the entertainment value of it, but Ricky's not liking the result there. It's going to be, yeah, there you go. So for back-to-back rounds, Adam's going to have to try to save par here on 12, which he will do.
I'm surprised nobody took the hyzer sidearm. There is a wide sidearm I saw a few people take, and it worked out really well.
Adam's got so much power with that forehand. I'm sure if he had seen it, he may have tried giving it a go. Again, Ricky from 60 just off the top nub. And Chris is going to make up a stroke on Adam and Ricky, but not going to make up a stroke on the leader. Mason Ford's going to have a 2-stroke cushion now. I am getting very impressed by this player. He's had a breakout season so far, you know. Great showing at the World Championships. I can't really think off the top of my head all the different events he's played well at, but he's just there.
He just came off of a nice win in St. Louis. I think he has 3 A-tier wins on the season already.
Wow, so he's coming
Maybe
into this
4.
weekend with a tournament win. Back-to-back wins would be incredible to finish the season. Hole 13, par 3, 277 feet, up to the Frozen Rocks.
Yeah, basically beat those 2 trees in the middle, and you're home free. Or get lucky.
Our editor's looking at me like, Frozen Rocks? The rocks from the movie Frozen, where they dance and sing. He hasn't seen the movie.
Chris has seen the movie. I have a good feeling about this. Oh, boy.
Oh, let it go. Let it go. Okay.
Sidearm zone just needs to give it enough power.
Yeah, needs to get down a bit, and it has gotten down a bit, and that's going to be 44 feet.
A lot of these par threes, the course designer makes you hit a little gap into the green. If you don't hit that gap, then you have a tricky little 35 to 40 footer. Kind of like that.
Yep, Ricky goes deep.
Again.
And he's going to need to start making some of these putts. He's 4 back. All these guys are going to need to pretty much be clean from here on out. Good effort. If you're going to miss in any direction when you're going uphill at that range, you want to miss high.
There's our first little mistake from Mason. You could see didn't quite get the extension. Ricky pops one in there. Much needed stroke there for Ricky.
Yes, it was. Couldn't come too soon for Ricky.
Chris, wide stance, as wide as he can really get while standing. Birdie. Good putt. Those aren't easy. Those are some of the hardest putts.
And we have got so many players close. And we also have a charging Kevin Jones coming up from the chase card right now. And he's up there in that 29 under par range. So it's not just Adam and Chris sitting a couple back of our leader. There's players on chase card as well. Hole 14, par 4. How far do you need to get this tee shot?
As far as you can, while pushing left. Now, hitting the gap is the most important part. But if you hit it too flat going straight, you can get into the bushes straight ahead, and then you have no shot to get to the green. You want to be hyzering while pushing up the hill while hitting a small gap.
Distance driver, fairway driver?
Distance driver, for sure. This is perfect.
And that
if you catch the downslope, you can get an extra 40 feet. He does not, so he's going to be left with that 340 to 380 range sidearm hyzer into the green, which is quite difficult while going uphill. This is just blasted.
Oh my gosh, this is
going to be...
Don't go too straight.
He almost goes too straight, which is crazy because he had hyzer on it the whole entire way. That's how fast that's going. I can't believe I just saw that.
It's just a specimen. Oh my gosh.
Look at this buttery smooth operator, though. Sticks to the form, stays smooth.
Sticks to the game plan. Just keeping in the middle, giving himself another opportunity.
This is gone as well. This is absolutely perfect, especially for what he wants to do, which is just throw sidearms.
And call the ambulance. Chris is going another roller. He did a beautiful roller approach on this hole in round 3, and he has matched it, and maybe even closer here in the final round. I thought it was just a situational thing that he did that in round 3, but now it looks like that was the game plan all along.
This needs to go. Yeah, a little wide. And the nervy little putt down the hill.
This is the hole that we saw Mason throw it in from 170 feet or so.
Big shot for Adam.
It's the
Go in.
Stick it. Oh boy, that was close.
I think he might have caught a chain. The chains are kind of wiggling there.
The cage?
The chain.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, chain. Wow. What an advantage. No one is getting that far off the tee on this hole. That is just smoked.
Big time play here for Mason.
Whoa.
Let's go, kid. Nerves of steel.
You see the way he picked up that mini? That was a confident, let's go. He is feeling it right now.
I was going to say, he hasn't been liking these downhillers for some reason. And he pulls that one a bit off the pole.
Barely. It counts as a miss, but I didn't really feel like he missed his putt by that much.
No, but when coming downhill, you know you can't catch that right side. They like to push out the back pretty quick. Left side is a way better miss, honestly, down the hill than right side.
Yep, good point. For all you newer players, when you're going uphill, aim more towards the right side, and as you go down the target, you can get low left or high right, and when you're going downhill, it changes.
Yeah, and there's a big misconception about am side. There's no such thing. There's just in and out.
Good point. Hole 15, par 4.
Over the top. That's what these guys are going to be playing. Ricky just absolutely annihilates this thing to the moon.
No one needs to call the authorities. That's not a UFO. That is a golf disc.
And now we know how they came up with the Halo destroyers. And geez,
lift
Louise.
off.
And here's a mini
version
of what we just saw.
I mean, a great shot, but I mean,
Is it? I don't think so.
No?
He had the height, but he did not have
he did, yeah. So
the
quite
distance.
yeah, quite minuscule compared to Ricky. And
You
that-
want it flat. If it gets hyzer, it wants to push back to that wooded line.
right, and that's on the edge. And Mason's trying to figure out, did I just go in the woods? I've got a 2-stroke lead. There's not many holes left. I can't be making a mistake now. Yeah, and that's the Anheuser release out of there to get it flat, allowed that to get the distance before it started to stall and hyzer back. Yeah, Mason is in the thick.
Oh, no.
No. And what did we say? 4 or 5 holes left. That's really when you start to see the nerves. I don't want to chalk that up to nerves. I didn't really think it was a bad tee shot. And the second shot, you know, it doesn't really matter how you could be in a bad spot in so many different places there, but my goodness.
Yeah, it could also be a bit unlucky, honestly, to land in such a spot that you can't even move forward in any way.
That's
A very good shot there from Chris, keeping him in the fight, barely.
Yeah, it's going to move him to 30.
This needs to slow down, and it does. Wow.
Yeah. Another koozie hit for Adam. He has been, when he's parked holes today, he's doing it in numbers. He has been putting his drives and approaches close.
This is too much. Not a great shot there from Ricky. He's going to have another tough little putt. Hasn't made any yet from distance. And this, if there was a time, I would say, Ricky, you need to make this.
Yes, he does. And of course he hits it.
Put in, you go all the way to 300 feet.
300 feet. Wow.
This is definitely not my forte. So.
I mean, if I was laying up, I think I'd just go forehand. Gentlemen, just kidding. Oh boy.
Well, if you're into drama, we just got some here, folks. Things just got a lot more interesting with 3 holes to go. Mason slips up, and the other 3 guys step up. And it is a close game. Hole 16, par 3, 404 feet. This takes a huge forehand that starts off right, moves its way left, and hyzers back at the end.
Very specific angle you got to throw this shot on in order to get it down there to the hole. I haven't seen very many people hit it because it's so low. If this is too high.
Oh, Ricky's going to be inside as well. And if there were any people on this card that could do this shot, it's Ricky, Chris Dickerson, Adam Hammis. Haven't seen this extra distance power from Mason with his forehand. So this is a kind of a opportunity here potentially for Adam and Chris.
It is. It just takes. It's really. Yeah, it's such a tough little line because if you turn it over too much, it's not coming back, and so it's really a disc that you don't put in your bag often because it's like a crazy overstable one.
Look at this, Chris going with the late stand-up.
Don't do that.
Backhand roller, and it's not looking good here. So this is kind of good news for Mason now.
Very good. He just needs to hit this gap, and that's it. Hit the gap. See, this is bad. That's going into that stuff on the right, and that's so hard. He's going to need a good kick in order to stay on the edge so he can just pitch up.
This looks like such a tricky hole. My goodness.
Yeah, it's not your normal, okay, it's a low ceiling sidearm, let's just throw it down there. Because you have to throw it with power. It's 400 feet.
Oh, no. And Adam, that's his first mistake of the day.
And you make a mistake right or left, and look what these guys are left with.
Yeah, and Chris Dickerson, he's not looking at a secure par by any means. He's going to have to make something from circle 2.
Ricky lost his hat.
He doesn't look quite the same.
Thank you.
He's going back in to find it, folks. Don't worry about him. Oh, and that was actually Adam's 3rd shot. And so he's got that left for the bogey, and that's not necessarily guaranteed. He's in the wood line.
And look what Mason has. He has sidearm cut roller out to the right. This is so tough.
Oh, he cut. Oh, watch out.
Please watch out.
Watch out. Oh, once again, our fans, they are the most agile specimens in the world.
Look at this shot that Mason just threw, though. Unbelievable.
He's like, where'd it go, guys? Mason, you did it.
Dickerson needs this. Not getting it. Adam needs this. Just give it the height.
Had the height. Did not have the aim, and I mean, double bogey after tying for the lead.
Dablina Boger. Hate saying the name.
I know, she's awful. We hate her so much. It's not her fault. She has a horrible name, and, you know, she represents all that's bad with disc golf. Adam, he
took himself out of it.
He took himself out of it. I mean, he's going to have to play perfect on 17 and 18. He's going to have to hope on for a little bit of luck. Meanwhile, Mason Ford, who just gave up the lead and gave up a stroke to everyone in the car, just got one back on everyone except for Ricky. Going into 17, the hardest hole on the course. If there is a place where Adam could make a stroke, it's the hole that he birdied yesterday. Par 4, 784 feet. Need a lot of distance. Need to keep it off the tree line to give yourself a little bit of space to work the angle in on this pinched in area here as you approach the green.
Now, a lot of people were going wide hyzer. I like that play a lot because then you can kind of stall the disc into the middle of the fairway instead of taking that low ceiling route.
Oh, it's got to sit. Sit.
Ricky.
Sit. Hard sit. Sit.
That is so
He's
far
yelling.
left.
He's yelled it enough times that it finally listened.
Wow. That is massive.
Ricky birdied the last 5 or 6 holes in round 3 to get to 12 under. So he is very comfortable with this finish, or at least he's proven that he was in round 3. He's going to need to finish.
Oh, Mason hanging on the edge, and I think that takes him out of birdie contention from there.
Yeah, that
too far right.
that
There's
pocket.
like a little, a little bunker bush that'll keep him from having the easy straight shot. These guys are all taking a play that I really haven't even seen. You throw it so far. I guess not. Yeah, I was gonna say you can throw it so far that you really don't have to worry about that left side. But I guess that's just Ricky's power. Adam likes to go this low ceiling hyzer flip.
This is looking pretty good, but needs to sit. Needs to sit. Yeah. Okay. That's essentially right where he was in the last round.
Yeah, and here he's got to lay up. He needs to be careful because there is OB on the right side as well.
Well, also, there's nothing guaranteed from. I mean, that shot's nice. It gets him in the fairway. He should have a pretty open shot, but he needs to execute the easy stuff just to ensure the par. Cannot be giving away 2 strokes on any of these last 2 holes.
Adam going with the overstable hyzer high.
Oh, he needed it, and he got it. Adam Hammes, he's got to finish perfect. And with Mason looking at, he's going to take a par at best. It's going to come down to 18 for Adam's chances. Chris, without a birdie here, I think he's no longer in contention for the win unless something crazy happens on 18. But Ricky needs the birdie right now to tie things up with 1 hole to go. Okay. He's shopping.
Yeah, and a really gracious kick out of the wood line there. Anything left there, and you have nothing. I was over there today, and there's no look through there. So very generous. The course was liking what Rick's doing.
Very composed approach. This is huge.
Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, the classic textbook line, Ricky Wysocki. He took a little pace off that one. That was a kind of back to that floaty putt that he made from the edge of the tree line earlier.
Whatever it is, keep doing it because that was precious.
And what was he, 4 back starting this front 9? Or at least one point in this on the back 9, he was 4 back of the lead. And just like that, he is tied with Mason.
Mason's got to knock this down. These become tougher. Okay, ends in.
He has given me no reason to doubt him in any of these scenarios so far. I
just saw that branch kind of tickling him in the ear, and I was like, that's
anything can happen.
Nervy.
But Mason seems, he's just built different. He's built tough. Well, we have 2 tied at the top. Another player right there lurking behind. Chris 2 back of the lead. Kevin Jones, couple back of the lead, but he's going to need some bad scores here. Hole 18, par 3, 403 feet. It's an island green. Ricky and Mason stick this island. They're pretty much guaranteed.
Ricky has a chance to apply so much pressure right here. This is not an easy shot in any way. It's up in the air. Over the top of the basket. That is so good. Ricky says, you know what?
Advantage, Ricky.
I'm more of a Chevy guy.
Well, Chris, Adam's going to need to...
Put it in.
He's going to need to put it in. With Ricky being parked, this has got to go in the hole. And anything else isn't going to be good enough. So great run for Adam Hammes. What a season for Adam. This is huge.
Shot of his young career.
Absolutely.
Love the height.
Yep. The stall looks great. The width looks great. The distance looks great. Oh, no way he just did that. In that situation, did Mason Ford just put it under the basket? And now Ricky's tap-in's... I mean, it's still a tap-in for Ricky.
It's not a tap-in. It's not a tap-in for anybody. Especially down the hill. We saw Chris miss one down the hill, push out right.
You're not wrong. What a shot. Mason Ford has guaranteed himself at the worst a playoff. And that right there means that Chris Dickerson can no longer win, but he can still finish well.
And that's finishing pretty well.
Yep. Second hardest hole in the course, Paul. And these guys have all landed inbounds. Let's get one more.
In Zihaiza.
Chasing Angels there. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Cool. Hey, cool.
I was trying to think of the... No, never mind. Talk about that later.
Adam, for just a great season.
Yeah, and to finish 3rd place.
That catapults him into 3rd place in the national tour point standings as well.
Wow. And that was the big thing here at this event. Ricky Wysocki, this is to go into a playoff.
Oh,
hey, boy. Whoa. And that guarantees, well, regardless of what happened with that putt, Ricky Wysocki was going to be the national tour points champion.
That was high.
Yes, it was.
That was high. Great putt.
And the season is going to end as any good season should end. With a good old-fashioned playoff, ladies and gentlemen, and a star frame to boot. Incredible stuff there from our lead group. What a round of disc golf. Let's get into a hole breakdown.
I'm Paul Ulibarri with today's Bushnell hole breakdown. You can find the Edge Disc Golf Rangefinder at the link in the description. Hole 1 at Mill Ridge might be the shortest hole that we play at Elite Series all year. Does that make it easy? Let's see how it plays out.
Mason had the hot round, so he's going first.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Ready?
Yeah, for sure.
Good luck, dude. Yeah.
Two Innova teammates battling it out. Ricky Wysocki, who knows how many national tours he's won in his career. Mason going for his first ever Elite Series win. And he will be up first.
If there was ever a nervy shot, I mean, this is a tiny gap. You got to stay true to your form, stay smooth.
I think it's different. Mason Ford parks it. I think there's no nerves on Mason because in this situation, he's already won. He's put himself up against the best in the world. He's proven time and time this season, and he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone.
Here's Ricky.
Oh,
A little heavy on the Anheuser down there.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was not the pig park job we expected. Ricky's going to have to make this one to push it to a second hole.
Little raptor legs from here. This is deep.
This is shorter than I thought. 40 feet. That was...
Little misfire.
All right, so it's just up to Mason now to just tap this one in.
Oh, well, it's over. Yeah, this is over. Mason's your champion. He's not missing a little 2-footer here.
No, okay, yeah, he's next to the basket. Oh, my goodness.
Upside down, give me that.
Mason Ford, your Music City Open champion. Oh, wow. Another runner-up finish for Ricky.
21, Music City Open, presented by Dynamic Discs, MPO champion, Mason Ford.
That's the coolest trophy I've ever seen.
Well,
I mean, the Bell Championship at Worlds was pretty sweet, but that's pretty incredible too. Mason Ford. Okay, if you include the World Championships, he is your 11th unique winner on the tour this season, including national tours and disc golf pro tours. And that's not even including the Silver Series, and those are tour events as well. So we've had such an array of champions coming from all places. It is not the old days of disc golf where you had 2 or 3 guys taking them down. It's coming from everywhere, and I love it.
yeah, unique players are winning all the time. We saw Calvin win.
Yep.
For the first time. Klein. We saw...
You said Calvin win for the first time? Kyle Klein win for the first time. We saw Connor O'Reilly win. We saw, we saw plenty of new champions. Adam becoming the 4th player in disc golf history to win a national tour and disc golf pro tour in the same season. I mean,
seems like every week there's a new winner, and that it just bodes bright for our future.
We have one more Jomez event to bring you this season. I'm sad to report, and it's the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships in Charlotte in a couple of weeks. We're going to bring you all that action. It's going to be amazing. Record for the biggest prize payout in disc golf history, $30,000 going to the winner of both MPO and FPO divisions. But for now, BigBarri, we're out. We'll see you next time.
Congrats to Mason Ford.